Hello everyone, we're playing some ranked now. Outcast Demon Hunter, so let's get straight into it. We did have a very good win streak until 2 games ago. We just lost 2 games in a row. But we were at 11 wins, 1 loss. And now we're down to 11 wins, 3 losses. So it's very hard to keep that sort of win rate up.
Versus the Lich King.
All will serve me in death.
Don't think we keep
Feel
any.
the hatred of 10,000 years.
The Sigil run might have been an option to keep actually. Even though this is very good. Turn 1 into an outcast is very nice. And if we get an outcast in our right hand, we could always coin it out if we need to.
And
Perfect. If this is what's it called, Hunter. I think we even coined this out. If this is, if we're facing an unholy death knight, I think getting on board quickly is more important than anything else. What? Oh, I did not expect that. We should. That's not good.
who's hiding now? Fire blood.
It looked like a good hand, it's not a terrible one.
Reach for the sky.
So it's clearing my whole board here. Need one more to infuse this. Is it a horrible hand we've got here?
Can't stand the cold.
I mean, that's not so bad as long as you've got the cards to deal with it. Oh, Felrin's fantastic card here.
It is our time to step out of the shadows. I see.
Could reduce this to 0. So what I want to do is next time I want to play this with everything.
Demons?
I'm just worried, am I going to get, he's got 2 cards, am I going to get run over? Go down to 16. Tricky. I think we've got to be on the safe side and just don't go for value, go for tempo.
Throws short.
Who's hiding now? Who's hiding now?
And all this is making this cheaper.
Come out, come out, come out, come out.
That was a pop-off turn. Unfortunately, we used up all our rush cards, so we don't. We could have had lethal if those were still alive. Give 2 to these minions. That would have been 14. Plus this, be 17. Plus the 2 minions themselves, obviously, if they were still alive. So it would be nice to get an outcast card. So you can chain it together with Wretched Exile here. Right, good. It looks like he's running a bit scared here. Okay, I'm going for it.
I see.
Nice.
Who's hiding now? Anyone order a ghoul to the face? Anyone order a ghoul to the face? Whoop!
This is lethal easily next turn, so I'm just going to hold here. See, if he doesn't have the bonkers hand, then this is what happens. Play this. I've already got lethal on board. Even removes 3 of the minions. I think we're okay. Anything which does AoE will only get rid of this. This has got a coin still there, I think. No, I don't have to go. Oh! Okay, that could be dangerous. 6-drop could clear this board. Or most of it. Okay, it's consecration, that's what I expected. Oh, consecration's 3 now, isn't it? Okay. We've still got 1 rush minion on board. Oh no, you're joking. You're joking. Play a minion, play a minion. Play a minion. What?
I have but little time.
Okay, so he gets to heal as well. At least I keep the train going, I suppose. Do I have any rush minions? No, none of these are rush, so.
They need our care.
They will never
Now more
catch
than
me.
ever.
No rush minions though, so I can't finish with Halveria now. But I do have a sticky board at least now. A weapon could give me lethal here actually, which is also an option. Yeah. But 1 minute.
All life must end.
Right, okay. It's nice of him to do that for me. Let's try and work out how I'll do that. I tried damaging it with a 3 mana I-beam, but I wasn't quite sure what else to do. I could play another 2 security just for the 1 mana rush minion. For the 1/1 rush. That could have killed off the 5/5. But then he'd have to freeze me again. Literally didn't freeze my face there, didn't realise that. Okay, Warrior should be more of an equal, even game. If I get a good start, I should be able to win this without too much of a problem. Okay, so get rid of this. I don't think we want this to start off. We're looking for things which draw cards. I think since we've got this, we can always coin this out turn 2 and get a few more rush cards. Okay.
I see you've brought guests.
We might have bananas. Actually, this is good. This stops him putting banana down.
Here, girl. I smell an ambush.
Reduce the cost of this. Okay. So probably if he plays a big minion with coin out Glovatar, otherwise maybe you play it slow with Russia stage. Russell stage, been a nice luxury to have that. Okay, Doggy Biscuit. He's killing off that one. Okay. So, Glaivatar, I'm going to sacrifice a coin by doing it. Okay, that's nice. Another person conceding very prematurely, I would say. Okay, back to where I was about 5 minutes ago. Okay. Why are people just giving in to this Outcast Demon Hunter now? It's not even such a high win rate. On HS Replay, it's only about a 58% win rate. Maybe that's taking into account all the gold and platinum players as well, I guess. Even silver and bronze, actually.
Raw power is no substitute for true strength.
I will prove myself to you.
Okay. Molecular's not the sort of card you want in the opening hand. Can really mess up the outcasts. I'm still not sure whether this is a good card in the deck. When it works, it gives you that extra 0 cost minion, and this deck is based on cheating out stuff for 0 mana or 1 mana, which should cost a bit more. You know, with things like Wayward Sage reduces the cost of cards by 1, Russia Stage reduces the cost by 1, and so does Fierce Outsider. We'll keep the one card which can generate us cards here. When it gets an aggressive deck, so we have to be very fast now. Turn 2. Play this, no follow-up. I mean, this can be very good against this deck. And turn 5 we can sap. Yeah, I think we're going to go with this.
They will never catch me.
Especially it's going to be cheaper once we play this. Yeah, because Undead Priest, which is, you would have seen my previous video, is how I got to Diamond 5. It's a very, very fast deck. And the ability to
They will never catch me.
have a cheap way of pushing him. Okay. I guess this is good enough.
Vengeance. Gotta go.
The question is here, I'm not interested in, these are going to die. The thing is, ideally you want to keep the rush minions and want to get rid of the non-rush minions, but that's only so you can combo them with Halveria later. Alright, we'll just leave it like this. Don't think they've got any very good removal. Style, okay. Maybe that would have been a good reason. I didn't really expect that. I haven't seen that card in this deck before.
They need our care. Now more than ever.
So hopefully play this and a couple of minions. Okay. Okay, so that was a lot of investment he had to use there.
It is our time to step out of the
Right, we can play something nice.
Who's hiding now? not come out.
Okay.
The more you struggle,
Molecular could come down if he wipes this board and I get a rush minion. Ah, right. Spells and hero powers, but I can use this though. Oh, look at this. This is very nice. This is going to really annoy him, hopefully.
you stink.
If 3 rights make a left.
Anyone ought to agree to the face.
So rush the stage, or Halveria will actually be lethal next turn. Okay, that's not going to help. That's not going to help. That's not going to help. Halveria rush. Okay. Let's see if we can generate something here.
Reverberations in the void.
Vengeance! Vengeance!
You stink. We are film.
These are not charge minions. So let's think. Do we get rid of this? We have 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 plus 0 power. It's likely we can get it. Halveria if it kills 2 of these off. Yeah. We play molecular as well. Yeah, so we've got more than lethal showing.
The more you struggle, the
Oh, he could still get the board clear. That would leave this 5 up. Oh no, he didn't. Yeah, we're okay. Okay, that's fine.
It is finished.
Yeah, it's finished. Wow. Okay. Ooh, could have got scary there. Yeah, unusual. That wasn't my Undead Priest deck, which would have been much more effective, I think. How did he get that? He had Amalgam? How did he get this? Oh, he had Nerubian Vizier. Okay, so it's more of a value Undead Priest rather than the aggro one, which I play. And not even the tempo one. Didn't seem to have any tempo, that deck. Okay. Oh, nice, back up to 82% win.
Illidan versus Rexar!
I always get scared facing a Hunter, but I tend to do very well against Hunter.
1,000 years.
This is interesting. I'm not on coin, so the card draw could be very valuable here. I'm scared to get rid of this hand. I'm going to draw a card to turn 2. I'm going to draw 2 turn 3. I'm actually going to keep this. Might not be best against the Hunter specifically, but we are going first, so
I see you brought gas.
okay. Okay, this is a nice hand.
My blood boils for war.
Be nice to get another Sigil Runner or something like that. Well, you know what would be best? Wayward Sage? Okay, so you can't draw on the first turn. Aha, nice. Play this first, then this. Our next outcast costs 1. If we do it the other way around, we draw. Next will cost 1. This. And this. Then we end up. Do this. Do this first. This first. Let's just do it this way. Well, that was stupid of me, wasn't it? Forgetting that would draw a card. That was stupid. I just wasted a mana which is critical in this deck. Yes, not good at all. So I don't even get my discount. Got a bit confused there for some reason. Let's do this first. Next out, cost 1 less.
Cannot attack again.
Right. So, Hawk Strider would have been nice with those ones. Hopefully the Vicious Slither Spear can take care of it by itself, possibly. Okay.
I see.
Ooh.
I grow impatient.
Okay, this is not.
Gotta go. I cannot reach that.
Fire and blood!
Actually, I'm gonna keep the rush minions alive. I think I can win next turn if he lets me play the Halveria as it is. But I've got the Halveria. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rush minions, which is like a double Savager or something. Do we have it? Okay, 1 rush minion brings it down to 4.
I grow impatient.
1, 2, 3. I'm going for it. Should I? He's got his massive board clear coming up, doesn't he? Right.
My torment is my weakness.
I grow impatient.
Come out, come out! Vengeance! Vengeance! Vengeance!
Short.
Attack with the rush minions first.
Come out, come out! Fire and blood!
I got 2 hits with a weapon as well, potentially. Not quite lethal. It's very hard to know whether I missed lethal there. Oh no, 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 no. That's a heal for 9. But at least it died, I guess.
Anyone order a ghoul to the face?
Impatient.
I've still got this 7-2 on board, so clean up for another 6. 12, it goes down to 11. So you could go up to 12. I could take 5 hits down to 7, 4. Only 3 more damage from somewhere. If he does have that card. It's such an annoying card in Hunter. It really is. Like, against Hunter, you know, your mindset should be every piece of damage you hit face sticks. So that makes it much more valuable to go face against Hunter. And Mage as well is very famous for that. No healing decks. Rogue as well. Those are 3 decks which can't really recover from early chip damage. Ooh. Well, that's giving up, isn't it? Yeah, they cost 1.
Your prowess is undeniable.
Okay.
Well fought.
Nice. Did he attack the right minion though? That's the question. I'm not sure. He definitely wanted to kill the Halveria. Huh. Okay, well that was close. A bit close for comfort there. Yeah, the games today have been slightly clunky. We haven't had the dream starts yet. I made a terrible mistake with the ordering there. Just had brain freeze there or something. Well, that 1 mana can be critical easily in this deck. But you're cheating 1 mana here and there to give you that critical mass. Okay, that looks like a very nice starting hand. Security turn 2. Definitely keeping the Sage. Sigil Runner gives us card draw. This is going to reduce the cost of whatever this is. Maybe go for something else. Playing a Hunter. So anything which can draw cards and get us on board looks good here. So we might just tempo the Slither Spear out and then see if we can get some early chip damage with spells. Okay. We might even coin this out. I think we can actually get away with coining this out. That gives us a very big tempo swing. Okay, turn 3. It's going to need 4 bananas for that. Okay. I definitely don't want to use it on the molecular. Okay. So next turn we're going to reduce the cost of this to 0 and whatever else we're going to draw. We could play it, then we could play this. Yeah. He's going for that one. Yeah, he's just scared of it. He's just very scared. Correctly so as well.
If 3 rights make a left.
And this is going to be able to take care of that. Let's get more minions on board. Why not? Rush minion. I'd rather have the extra card draw here. It looks like we're running a bit short on card draw. Next turn could be 1, 2, 3.
Come out, come out.
No, let's just get stuff on board, I guess. Especially this is a risk of dying. So we've got an Outcast card here. We can definitely trade some stuff, make this free, play this. This becomes Outcast. Hopefully we'll draw another Outcast card. You see, this is turn 3. This board is a turn 3 board. So we coined this at turn 2, and look what we've got turn 3. A ridiculous board already. Kill 3 off. Is it worth it? No, I don't think so. Alright, so let's just play it straight here. That is a shame. So I guess we'll just kill this off.
Come out!
Hands off the feathers!
Now his spell, which does 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, is not so effective here. But we'll kill off. Oh, don't tell me we don't have any. We don't have any rush minions. Okay, so Darkraven's not useful here. And we don't have any outcast minions. 30. We need 6 damage from somewhere. Weapon would be very nice here. Otherwise, we'll just draw minions with a rush. I didn't kill enough there. Okay, let's do this then.
Is it safe to feed?
Got Glaivetar. And we've got this.
Gotta go! Fire!
Is this the way?
Gotta go!
Hands off the feathers!
So we need 2 damage plus Glaivetar. We could have his cleave coming up, which heals him for 9. We go up to 15. No, he doesn't have it, which is even better. Right, could we actually do Darkraven here? Can we do Darkraven play?
I grow impatient.
That's just about enough to get through here. Let's sacrifice this one. Let's do this one since it's only we can be playing 2.
Gotta go!
Is this the way?
Oh, how we get through it all and we get lethal. Alright, good. So we had lethal. Nice. Oh, just goes to show it's such an incredible deck. This. And up to Diamond 1 after a bit of a hiccup. Losing 2 games before this this video started. But yeah. Nice win streak.
Illidan versus Tavish!
Got a tournament at 5 o'clock with Jumbo, and based on my suggestion to eliminate Priest from the tournament because there's some Priest matchups were becoming a nightmare. So I suggested, why do you just force the control Priest to put Nazdorma in the deck? At least that'll speed the games up. And then he decided, no, why don't we put Nazdorma in all the decks? So we've got a Nazdorma tournament tonight. So Could have kept that. It was Outcast. It was Outcast. Maybe I should have cut Spectral Sight there. Yeah, no matter. It's still good.
I see you've brought guests.
Oh, 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 here.
They will never catch me. They love a little fiddle.
He's got a decent start there already. Slightly concerning.
I see.
Gotta go.
3 into 4 and then we can start going. Yeah, a bit annoying. He's going to have the 3 drop.
Now more than ever.
Hopefully it's not too scary. Okay, as long as it doesn't have a weapon, we should be okay. We'll just kill it off with a glaive ton next turn. Or alternatively... So just try to take as much advantage of this as possible.
I grow impatient.
Hands off the feathers.
I can't imagine he's not going to trade this and this into it. Take a pick. Yeah, he's killing it.
The time has come to dethrone our former master.
Who's hiding now? Come out, come out.
So it kills this off, summons the 3/3. Very good, very awkward, messing up my tempo there completely with a posic.
My blood boils for war.
Let's test out the freezing trap here. No freezing trap.
If 3 rights make a left.
My blood boils for war.
I grow impatient.
Slightly risky, but I don't think anyone plays explosive traps nowadays. Let's finish off with this and this.
Need our care. Now more
They
than
will
ever.
never catch me.
Yeah, another 3 drop. Okay, nice. A useless one. Well, actually, bananas. You can make it useful with bananas. But, okay. Yeah, we'll see what he does. Okay, that's the first one. Because he delayed me so much here. Yeah. I'm very, very behind if I want to win this.
Is it safe to feed?
I-beam, I guess. Oh, we can always get another one, that's fine. Let's do this.
Who's hiding now? Come out, come out! Vengeance! Anyone order a ghoul to the face? What? Vengeance!
Time grows short.
This on the outside. Right, so I should have put this. These are too close. He's got a cleave here. I should have put it on the far right. It's very hard to calculate it all. Okay. That was a lot of investment there. Perfect. That's what I want to see. A nice, very wide board, which basically means.
Is it safe to feed?
It is our time to step out of the shadows.
Who's hiding now? Come out, come out! Ah!
I grow impatient.
They will never catch me! Fire! Precious man!
I messed up again. I put these too close to each other. If he cleaves this. Ugh. I'm really playing badly here, but it's very hard to calculate the exact positioning. Yeah, he's got this cleave, he's got double cleave. Alright, never mind. So this kills him to fall now. Oh, it wasn't Manifest. That's perfect. Okay. Okay, no Manifest then. How many more casts do we have here?
Anyone order a ghoul to the face? Who's hiding
I don't want to give him another.
Come out!
Now, what can I put in the middle here? I want to separate the big ones as much as I can.
You stink! We are Fellblood. Time grows short.
Nice, okay. Oh, so complicated this deck. Oh, goodness. Alright, okay, it's still winning. It's such a hard deck to play. It's a very high skill cap here. The decisions you can make. Let's go. I had to actually bounce something back to my hand there as well. I didn't have my Darkraven turn yet. Oh, maybe I should have a break so I can refocus. Let's see how Jones hands. So. Okay.
Illidan versus Rexar!
Let the hunt begin. Feel the hatred of 10,000 years.
These are the ones you want to draw about turn 4 or 5. Definitely not for turn 1. Got a weapon we could coin out on 3.
The living drop all kinds of things!
Okay. I want to coin this out, and then I can go turn 4, this and this. Perfect.
They will never catch me.
Another one drop. Oh, lovely. Very
They
nice.
will never catch me.
The next turn, I'm going to coin this out. If he buffs this, then kill it. Ah, that's strange. Why is he playing this in slow down? I'm a bit confused about this.
My mana is too low.
Let's just do it this way. Get extra damage to face here. This is a face hunter. I mean, he started with. But we're going to draw 3 cards off this. Play Spectral into security. Hopefully that will help us clear off anything he's got.
Drop all kinds of things.
Spell. Oh, I see. That's nice. Still clear it. That's funny. Oh, I can even do this. Bonus. This pays for itself, this card.
I see.
You want to swing here. Nice big full hand here.
Come out.
Again, this decision. I think we've got a few more turns before Darkraven's coming down. Right, so we'll do this one. We'll get the extra damage to face. So play 1, 2, 3. What an interesting deck he's got. This is more of a value one, but it's only 30 cards. So interesting. So interesting. Is he really going to go face here? Ah, he's putting in a clock here. I see.
Is it safe to feed?
Who's hiding now?
Fresh Felstein. Hot out of the kill.
Anyone order a ghoul to the face?
He's got 10 damage. We have to get rid of. Let's get rid of this one like this. 3. If I take this down to 13, down to 10. The thing is, I think I don't win this if he's got the Hound. If he's got the Hound, I think I'm in big trouble here. I don't think I can recover because I'm already low health. So I'm the one who's trying to stay alive here. This is a Hound. Okay. As long as it wasn't the Hound. The Hound would have been much better for him. So I'm assuming he doesn't have Hound.
My blood boils. My blood boils.
They will never catch me.
Fresh Felstein. Hot out of the kill.
So I could win with these if he doesn't get rid of them. Just by using spells. Okay, it's 2, 2, 3, 4. I need 10 damage from somewhere. I don't have any rush really. I'll start off with this just in case. Okay. Darkraven, okay.
My torment is my needs.
Anyone order a ghoul to the face?
Okay. So.
Whoop!
Time grows short.
Sorrow cord.
Let your blade
So he needs 1 damage, and I think he's got bananas. Ah, that's a shame. He's got bananas.
Greetings, traveler.
Oh, he's got that anyway. Okay, fine. That was a very close finish. Didn't quite get enough damage from those 2 minions. 1 more minion would have been another 4 damage. Yeah. Did I miss anything there? Maybe. I was just a bit too scared of the Hound. I had too much experience of the Hound. It's decent. It seems very precarious, this deck against Hound Hunter, but it just seems to have a consistency that even after the Hound it can get back on board and set up as a second lethal setup. Yeah, I'm expecting only to see Hunters at this
I'm
level.
acting on instinct. Feel the hatred of 10,000
I'm actually keeping this
years.
turn 1 into turn 2, turn 3, yeah. Usually you wouldn't keep that, but the curve is just too good. Against this, you won't have a good curve. Even turn 4 play as well.
Boils for war. My blood boils
Oof.
for war.
Oof. Ouch.
I see.
Who wants to trade?
Fire and blood.
Oh, it's down to 2-4 now. Okay. Can always buff it up.
My blood boils for war.
So we take a detour with our game plan here. If I play this, he just kills us straight away. 1, 2, 3.
Who's hiding now? Come out, come out.
Play Leviton, turn 5, we play this and this, that's fine.
The living drop all kinds of things.
A Renathal deck as well. I'm assuming the deck I'm playing is this one. Let's see what we've got to expect.
I grow impatient.
Okay. Deposit turn 4 possibly. This might be zombies. More likely it's the other secret hidden meaning.
They will never catch me.
Job's done.
Okay. Wandering. Right, so this is more like a secret hunter. That's strange. Okay.
The time has come to dethrone our former master.
It looks like we're playing. This is a big beast hunter.
They need our care, now more than ever. If three rights make a left,
My blood boils for war.
Some card draw. Got the card draw.
They will never catch me.
Okay. We get nice. Do we kill this off? I think so, yeah. Good. So 2 into 2 into 1 into 2. Yeah, looks very good. Yeah. Elite Touring Champion. What? Very strange deck. He's got the Hollow Hand, but it doesn't seem to have the big 5 mana spell. Just annihilates the board. Tracking. Well, no, yeah, this is not a meta deck apparently. This is not a meta deck. Okay. Let's do it like this. I couldn't position these because it was a spell, so I couldn't put them in between the minions. So we've got a juicy target over here for the cleave. It's going to have to buff it up a couple of times, but then I'm still left with 1/1s. We'll go up to 26, possibly 29 or 32, depending how many bananas he uses. This is from tracking as well. Yeah, here we go. Over here. 3-3. Let's point here, let's point here as if this is more important. Okay, kill this one. Does he have a buff? Oh, he can't. He doesn't have the mana for it. He doesn't have the mana for the buff. That's unfortunate for him, but very good for me. I could trade the 1/1. You're joking. He actually did it that way. Whoa.
Such splendor.
I really don't understand that decision, but it could end up being very clever.
Is it safe to feed?
I see.
No, it wasn't, because I could just kill it off now. Let's put this on the far side.
Who's hiding now? Come out, come out! Ah! Vengeance! Vengeance!
I actually have to sacrifice this.
Anyone order a ghoul to the face? Whoop!
Let's position this over here to protect my 5/2 on the outside. I've learnt my lesson. Let's see. So he's another Hollow Hound. And the Manifest. Yeah, that one where you can summon a minion from the deck. And you can get a copy of it. That's only Manifest 10.
Well fought,
Yeah.
I can see.
Okay, very nice. 2 more games till we hit Legend. A very fast climb. It's a very fast deck as well, this. You just see how fast these games have been. 9 minutes, 16, 26, that was 10 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 7 minutes, 3 minutes. So that average length of the games is about 7 minutes with this deck.
Illidan versus
Yeah,
Garona.
yeah, it says on the, it's just replay,
Carve out notes
match
which
duration 7
strike.
minutes, yeah,
Feel
on
the
average.
hatred of 10,000 years.
Okay. Got turn 1 play, but potentially turn 2 play. Just hope we don't go Morocular here. Yeah, that's fine. Good. And this reduces the cost of Wretched Exile, which is very nice as well. Which means I can combo it easier. Playing a Rogue. Yeah, usually Rogue is quite favoured for me, I think. I think most decks are favoured against Rogue. 1, 2. We just had 5 games in a row against Hunter, by the way. Yeah, we've lost to Priest, Death Knight, Priest, and Hunter. So Rogue might come out with their turn 2, kill me, then cheat something out for free. Full mulligan though, so we might get lucky here. That's good timing because the Molecular could actually get infused now. Alright. We're looking at Perjury here. We'll just play this out nice and easy. Oof. That was really painful. That was really painful. To have that card, wow.
If 3 rights make a left.
Oh, 1 minute, better test out explosive trap first. There's freezing trap, okay. We're playing a Thief Rogue here. I could get in the way a bit, just hope we get something useful next. Could be another Perjury, could be double cross as well. Unlikely to be any of the others. Secrets. Took the 2 damage, that's fine.
Is it safe to feed?
Okay, so it's not that card. Let's put this down first. Put it the other end in case you miraculously get to cleave, and also it's good.
If 3 rights make a left.
It's good to have it to get into.
Who's hiding now?
Out of nowhere, you get a massive board. No explosive traps, please. Hunter is not the one. Okay, that's okay. Mage Secret, I don't mind so much. Could be Ice Barrier. Still taking damage when he does that. I've still got this up, so I want to protect it at all costs.
Vengeance! Vengeance!
Is this the way?
Vengeance! Vengeance!
This on the other end. And let's draw some rush minions.
Is this the way?
No Halveria, unfortunately.
Job's done.
Yeah, okay. Right. Halveria would be easy lethal because we've got 2 rush minions already here. Plus Halveria would be 3. So that means 3 attack to everything else. 3, 6, 9, so extra 9 damage, 22. Not quite lethal, I guess. Good, as long as he's dealing with my board, I don't mind.
They will never catch me.
We're kind of stuck here. Oh, Renathal, perfect. We've got 1 off lethal even if he clears the board now. We've got 5 attack with the hero power and the Renathal. Be a miracle if he could do anything here. And he hasn't really generated. Oh! He's doing it to me? Do you not want to heal yourself? Okay. That is quite unfortunate. That is really bad luck. He basically discards his hand. Feel bad for him.
Your prowess is undeniable.
That was really unfortunate for him. Wow. Tome tampering. It's hard enough to make that useful card in Warlock. You have to have the mischievous imp, whatever it's called, which draws a card for everything you discard. But he didn't have that here. Okay.
Is this the way?
Okay. 1 more win and 24. We win this. We'll be at 20 wins out of 24. Which is 5 out of 6, which is 83%. Is that right? So even if we win this, it should still stay at 83%.
Illidan versus Anduin.
To all my fans, this one is for you.
Feel the hatred of 10,000 years.
So at the moment we're at 82.6%. Okay, and of course we face an annoying priest. Fierce Outsider's nice. Definitely can't keep these 2. I mean, Fierce Outsider always gives us options. If we can clear the right side, then we can play this. If we clear the left side of our hand, we can play it. Not ideal being in the right hand position. Oh, that's brilliant.
The spotlight shines on us all.
Who dares address
Ah, okay. So we've got Final boss. I'm gonna get my strongest deck. I think this might be my strongest deck now. Outcast Demon Hunter. Right. Okay, so now what we can do. We're actually gonna do this. Make use of the because he's used coin already. I get some free card draw. Okay. Fine. Actually, we're gonna do this. Now we can actually pop off with these cards. Okay. Okay, that could be cheap as well.
Is it safe to feed?
If 3 rights make a left,
Who's hiding now?
Oh, that's nice. Do you want to kill this off? No, we're fine.
Come out.
Always got to be a bit careful when it gets turn 5 though. You don't want to be killing any undeads in case he's got his AoE, which would just annihilate my board here. This one survives, which is nice, so I can keep the what's it called, train going. Oh, very nice. Let's put it on this side. Yes.
They will never catch me.
Okay, just in case he does have the board clear, I think it's probably more prudent to trade here. And they could actually play this as well. What could he do turn 5? Clear the board, but then I replenish. If he doesn't clear the board, 3, 9, 10, 13. I'm just playing around the build clear here, and I've got automatic refill. Yeah, vindicated. Nice.
if 3 rights make a left,
They will never catch me.
Go straight back on the board, and now he can't really do any of that. Okay. So you can still do a single board clear. Oh, he can. He could do it again. Oh, he didn't. That's good. That is a very good sign. That shows we are in a very good position here. Um, 13.
I grow
1122. Of course, I'll heal up with this as well on top of that. It's definitely going here. Question, do I worry about this 3-3?
Time grows short.
Well, this sets me up for lethal just simply by swinging. He's going to have a miracle turn here. Yay!
Your prowess is
Looking very good.
You have better.
There we go. Made it. And Smart Sputnik. We are now in Legend. Wow! 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 2,857. Woohoo! Wow, that's my highest ever rank. 2,857. Wow, 2,857. Woohoo! I guess this is what happens when you get to Legend so early in the month. All with an incredible deck. So let's have a look at it now. Wow, 2,857. That is easily the highest I've ever been. That's how people get so high. They just bother climbing early in the month. You see some very good players now. And we've got my friend Vic Nut. He looked like he was actually even higher. He was in top 1,000 even. Okay, let's have a look. So Outcast Demon Hunter. So let's look at the stats first. Here we go. Outcast Demon Hunter. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, my old one was 88%. Wow, didn't realise. Wow. Oh, but that, I don't think I was in Diamond 5 though. Alright, okay, so 20 wins, 4 losses. So it looks probably one of the easiest climbs I had, even though it's very it's not the type of deck I feel comfortable with, even despite winning all these games. 83.3% win rate. Look at that. 5 wins in a row, a loss against Priest. 6 wins in a row. And 2 losses just before I record this video. Then I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 wins, a loss, then 3 wins. Wow. So who do I lose to the most? I lost to Hunter, but only once out of many, many games. So it's very good against Hunter. It just gets on board a bit quicker. Priest, Death Knight, yeah, 2 control classes, which are nasty, and another control class. Yeah. So against the mid-range decks, it actually has the speed and damage to get rid of it. But funnily enough, against control decks, it doesn't do well, because I guess that doesn't make sense. Control decks should not be able to deal with fast decks like this. Mid-range decks are usually good against tempo and aggro decks. Control decks are usually good against, you know, bigger tempo and mid-range decks, not against aggro. This is an all-out aggro deck. Maybe it's not all-out aggro. Anyway, it plays so let's just look at that once more. Nice win rate there. See, 42% of the games I've played against Hunter. Wow. Alright, so let's have a look at the actual deck. Right, so this deck plays a lot like Token Druid, funnily enough. You just keep swarming the board with like cheap cards which give you, you know, token sized minions, you know, like 2 1s, 2 3, but it comes at a slight it's discount because of the death rattle, which is nice. It doesn't bother us too much. Wayward Sage, a 2/2, even these other cards 2/3s. And because it's like a token deck, and we're actually, as opposed to token drew where you play spells to get lots of minions on board, you're actually playing minions. So Hawk Strider Rancher is actually very good. You play this first, and then you can easily play 2, 3, or 4 minions turn 4. Even on that turn, if it's on turn 4, you can play 2 minions usually. Playing Fierce Outsider or Wayward Sage gives you very often the chance to play 0 cost minions. So the way this deck works is basically get on board as fast as you can, draw through your deck as fast as you can, try setting up a wide board. If it gets destroyed, try setting up another wide board. You can make 3 or 4 wide boards with this deck, especially with Wretched Exile, gives you infinite value. Once you've got your wide board, you want to either take value trades, know the class you're against. Most classes I see at the moment do not have AoE. Even that rogue, very lucky, had Fan of Knives, which I was able to clear all my board full of 1 health minions, but usually the only AoE classes are, we've got Mage and Hunter now. Mage was always an AoE class, but Hunter was never an AoE class except for Explosive Trap, but they don't even run that now. They've just got the 5 mana spell, which does 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 damage randomly to your minions, and you've got the Hound, which is just a nightmare to play against. It just cleaves and heals up for massive amounts. You can even buff it up with the bananas. Any other classes? And of course you've got things like Priest and Death Knight, which you saw those were my losses, which are very, very strong AoE damage. So, but besides that, all other classes quite easy to deal with. Right, so go nice and wide. Your cheap minions, we'll have a look at them in a minute. Then either keep value trading, finish them off with an extra 8 damage from Glaivatar as well. Or the ideal is have a few rush minions on board, play Halveria Darkraven, and then just play your attack with your rush minions first, buff up all the other minions on board, and all the other minions can go face once they've been buffed up. Now the beautiful thing about this deck is once it gets going, almost the whole deck is mana cheat. So first of all, as long as you're Outcast, the downside is you've got to play around Outcast, and that's tricky. But if you can, then this deck can essentially do ridiculous things in terms of mana cheat. So, for example, we've got Fierce Outsider. What you want to keep in your mulligans, what would I keep in mulligans? Hawk Strider Rancher is a very good keep in the mulligan if you get it. It's just the stuff you can do with it. Once you get a few minions going, you play this turn 3, and we're going to show you in a minute how you can get lots of 0 cost minions, and you just play a whole load of them, and you've got a sticky board very similar to Token Druid, where you've got the Treants from Soul of the Forest or some other archetypes of token decks where you make it sticky, like the current Warlock deck, which has the Murloc imps. You give them a death rattle which summons a 2/2. Anyway, in typical style of token decks, this does the job for you. And even though normally this would not be useful in a token deck because it only works when you play a minion, but because we get to play such cheap minions, this actually ends up being a very good card. So I'd keep that in the opening hand. 1-drops, Shambling Cho is a good keep. Fierce Outsider is a keep. Also take into account the fact that if you've got a coin, you might be able to keep Fierce Outsider in the right hand position, because you might be able to coin out the card you draw for 1 mana and then play Fierce Outsider. So it's slightly more risky to keeping the Outcast cards in your opening hand in the right hand position, but if you've got this in your left hand position, there's no question, keep it there. I would even think about keeping Spectral Sight in the left hand position, even though it's not ideal to stay in your opening hand. Really, you want to come on the board, a bit like Token Druid, as fast as you can turn 1. So, Fierce Outsider, that's a keep. Shambling Cho is a keep. Vicious Slither Spear can be a keep as well. If you've got a really bad hand, you've got 1 drop and then you've got the rest are expensive, then maybe keep a Vicious Slither Spear. I wouldn't keep Security in the opening hand ever, unless you see a line of play which makes sense. Wayward Sage definitely keeping your opening hand, because this is one of the main ways you can actually discount your hand and pop off and just end up getting ridiculous boards very quickly. If you play this turn 1 with the coin, you can straight away play Fierce Outsider plus the other card in the right side of the hand if it's a Outcast card. Crimson Sigil Runner. So your turn 1 can end up with a 2-2, a 2-1, a 1-1. I think you can still play more cards besides that if you've got the right draw. So again, so Fierce Outsider is a keep, Shambling Chow is a keep, Wayward Sage is a keep, and Hawkstrider Rancher is a very good keep as well. And also Feathering the Forgotten, I would try to keep this. So if you've got any excuse, you can keep it. For example, you've got a 1 and 2 drop, then just keep this as a 4 drop. If you've got a 1 drop and you've got Hawkstrider, then keep the Feathering. It's just such a powerful card. It gives you free Outcast cards. Most of the time, there's only 1 Outcast card, which costs more than 2. Oh, it's got 2 actually. You've got this one, and you've got that one. And besides that, and you've got I-Beam, which will always get reduced down to 1 by Feathering. It's just a bit annoying. This can't go below 1 mana if it's in the Outcast position. Besides that, all your Outcast cards are 2, like Wayward Sage, Spectral Sight, Security, Fierce Outsider, and Crimson Sigil Runner. So as you see, there's only like 8 Outcast cards in the pool. So you take that into account when trying to find a tough crowd. You're very likely to find tough crowd with 2 Discovers or 2 procs of Wretched Exile. Okay, going back. So keeps, Fierce Outsider definitely, Cho definitely, Wayward Sage almost always, Hawkstrider Rancher, I would say almost always as well, depending what you've got in hand, and Feathers the Forgotten. Those are the 5 cards you like to see in your opening hands. Anything else? You could keep Crimson Sigil Runner if it's in the left hand position. It's a good turn 1 play, and it draws a card. Now, that is in terms of mulligans. Now, in terms of card draw, you'll notice there's a massive amount of card draw in this deck, as Demon Hunter tends to have. You've got Sigil Runner. Ladari Study generates cards. You've got Spectral Sight, potentially drawing 2. Wretched Exile can get you a massive amount. I think in that last game or the penultimate game, we got a huge amount of value from Wretched Exile, because they didn't kill it, they focused on other minions. I think one of the Hunter games it stayed up a lot. And Rush the Stage, draw 2 Rush minions, they cost 1 less. Now if you look at your Rush minions, this costs 1 less, it becomes a 0 cost Rush minion. This becomes a 0 cost Rush minion. So if you play this, you can end up with some 0 cost minions in your hand just by drawing them. The other ones are Halveria. You really want to hit the Halveria with the rush the stage here. We'll speak about her in a minute. And yeah, and that's your card draw. But don't forget about Glaivatar. Glaivatar is a massive card draw. Since you've got so many outcast cards and ways of generating outcast, don't be greedy on this. Just swing twice as soon as you equip it. You'll almost always be able to draw 2 or 3 cards, sometimes 4 or 5. If you've got like slightly later in the game where you're playing loads of outcast cards one after the other, and you just refill your whole hand and you've done 8 damage. Right, so that is in terms of card draw. So the idea is get on board quickly, get your card draw going, get as many cards as you can, reduce the cost of them. Now this is really, really key to the deck. As you see, we've got this reduces the cost of cards. This generates cards and reduces the cost by 1. This reduces the cost of 2 cards. This reduces the cost of 2 cards as well. This reduces the cost of 2 cards by 2. So they're usually going to be 0 or 1. Well, they'll always be 0 or 1, actually. And then you've got Murlocular. If you infuse him, he's also going to cost 0. A 0 mana 3/4. This can mess up your outcast abilities because it does tend to clog up the hand if you draw him too early in the left hand part of the hand before you can infuse him, because you won't be able to play minions quickly enough without the outcast effects of Fierce Outsider and Wayward Sage. But if you do draw him slightly later and then you get to infuse him, that costs 0 as well. Vengeful Walloper also costs very cheap. Sometimes you can get him down to 1, it costs 0 after rush the stage. So if you see, this deck comes onto the board very, very, very quickly. Once you get things in order, like turn 3 or 4, you get ridiculous things. And since this could cost 0, that could cost 0, these costs can cost 0, that means Hawk Strider Rancher becomes an immensely powerful card, because it gives 1/1 plus another 1/1 Hawk Strider. I can't believe it's a 3 mana 2/5 with such an amazing effect. It's like 3 mana 2/5, give a minion 2/2. So if you just play 1 minion after playing this, if with one game I coined this out turn 2, and then turn 3 I played like 2 or 3 minions. So it's like basically it's like a 3 mana 3/6 minion minimum. Just a really good card. And this deck, I don't know who made this version of the deck, but this is my favorite one I've seen. And it's just beautiful. It works so perfectly. It's very similar to my version of Undead Priest, where the synergies are just all there. Everything synergizes perfectly. Where some of the other decks, they've got some other cards like 3 mana, what's it called? I see Wrathskull Naga being played in the deck. Yeah, it can work, but it doesn't really go amazingly well with the idea of the deck of the rush minions. So yeah, let's finish off. Like, the idea is we get on board lots of minions, very fast minions, very cheap minions, and then play Halveria Darkraven. If you've got 3 rush minions, let's say you've got a security, so that buffs up your board. Let's say you've got 3 minions on board with Halveria, with a total of, let's say, 6 attack. Then Halveria comes on board, plays security. That's a 6 mana play. The 3 Illidari attack and kill themselves. So your 3 minions now, instead of having 2 each, have 5 each. So you suddenly got 15 damage when you had 6 originally. And of course, if you've got 4 minions on board, let's say with 8 damage, 2 each, then you play two of these plus Halveria. 6 mana play. Very often it'll be cheaper because this might be discounted, that might be discounted. So you'll have even a 5 or 4 mana play. Suddenly the 4 minions you got on board, which were doing 8 damage, as they got 2, 2, 2, and 2. Therefore the securities, 2 securities, Illidari plus the Darkraven herself can buffer the board 3 times. So you get 4 2/2s become 4 5/2s, which is 20 damage. And if one of those minions has rushed themselves, then you play them first, it buffs up the remaining minions. So instead of doing 20 damage, you're doing 23. And you might be doing 25 and then 26 if they're all rush minions. That's 4 2/2s can do 26 damage. This just gives you an idea how powerful this card is. And of course, once you've killed the 2 securities, you can always throw a Vengeful Walloper onto the board for even more buffs. So it's like Savage or Bloodlust, just much stronger, this Halveria Darkraven. And of course, very importantly, they keep the buff. It's not like Savage or Bloodlust where the next turn they lose the attack buff. They actually keep it, and that's how we won one of our games. Is once the Hound cleaved our board, we still had a 7/2 in play. And that 7/2, amazingly, this 1 mana 7/2 here was still surviving, and it delivered lethal at the end. Alright, so that's, and as I say, this is a very uncomfortable deck to play because you don't realise how powerful it is. Because I guess if you're more of a veteran player, I guess like I'm kind of a veteran player, you're used to having classes with better control tools, better AoEs and things like that. But now it doesn't seem to be the case. The meta does not have classes which run early AoE spells. They just don't do it, which lets you come, and that's why Totem Shaman's also very strong, and probably Pure Paladin's probably strong despite the nerfs, is that you can come on board with very weak minions and they just stay. You have to take care of each one individually, and that takes a lot of resources from the opponent. It stalls their own game plan, and yeah, that's and you end up just having wide boards which just are not answered. And even if they do get answered, because of all the mechanics in the deck of cheap or 0 cost minions, you just fill the board up the next turn. And if they leave the board up once, in typical token deck style, turn 1 you populate the board, turn 2 just deliver lethal, because you've got massive buffs with Darkraven. Anyway, that's this deck, and we're an incredible 83% win rate after 24 games, which is a massive win rate. I have to check if I've ever had such a good win rate for so long. Because very often some of my decks have got very good win rates to start off with when I'm playing like silver or gold or even platinum, but when they get to diamond they start to drop off. But this one seems to be extremely strong. Right, thanks for watching everyone. Hope you enjoyed that, and we got into legend in, how long did it take us? Took us about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get to legend from Diamond 5. A very fast run. Right, thanks for watching everyone. 83% win rate, Outcast Demon Hunter. Thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.